Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Redmen TV and your latest very, very special edition of Transfer Insight. My name is Dan Clubb. I am absolutely delighted to be joined by former Celtic defender Christopher Jullien. Christopher, first, how are we? Okay.
I'm good. I'm good. Really good. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no, my pleasure. My pleasure. Massively appreciate you joining me. Thanks so much for taking the time. Of
No worries.
course, former Celtic, I'm here to talk about Jeremie Frimpong, former teammate of yours,
Yeah.
is on the verge, as we speak, of joining Liverpool Football Club. I want to take you right back to the start. You joined Celtic in the same summer, but a little bit ahead of Frimpong. He arrived late in that summer, almost on deadline day even. You've walked into a massive football club, huge expectations. You've had a bit of time to familiarise yourself with the club and the surroundings. And then Jeremy Frimpong walks in, 18 years old. Can you
Mm.
remember what he was like? Because he's a very bubbly, energetic character. Was he like that back then?
Yes, totally. Since the first day, like you just said, everything that you said is just correct. I arrived a little bit in front of him, but when you arrive, he was just not a shy guy, and I think that's what make him the guy that he is today. What make him the strength, I think the strength that he has today is from that, sometimes to just not be shy, just taking the stuff what is in front of him. And man, when you just arrive, everyone was surprised how fast he arrived and how fast he just become the player that he is, because really fast he become just a piece just so important for our game, for everything, and just qualities. It was not not debatable. It was just something else. Really really good player. And after we know what happened next after.
Absolutely, yeah. And you can tell he is that larger than life. You said they're not shy. He's very much a character, very confident, and that shows on the pitch as well, and clearly within the changing rooms too. In terms of training, what was he like? Because still very young, just come from Man City's academy, of course. In terms of his mentality, was he like one of the first in terms of putting the work in? Did he want to do extra work after training? What was he like to train with?
Usually, when you arrive, like you said again, he's joined like what you just said. You arrive late. I remember when you arrive, it was like an international break. So if I remember correctly, like when you arrive was kind of like coming like to do with the second team and with the first team some training. And so you arrive at the international break. So at that time in Celtic, we had a lot of international. So he came directly with us. And he just showed the ability that he has, all the strength that he had. And in training, he was just really focused. Of course, we know the player and the person that he is outside of football is just something else, like joy, everything that is positive from a player, the energy that he's bringing. And when he was on the field, he was just someone like was just interested in the game, really focusing the game, working on it. Sometimes he had some little joke, of course, on the game when we had some some challenge, some stuff like that. But when since the day you arrive in Celtic, I had the feeling and he wanted to show his ability, and that's what everything that he did. And after, like I said again, his ability to show everything, and after the rest, we know everything that happened for the next.
Yeah, he's been remarkable. The move to Bayer Leverkusen's been unbelievable, and a great
Yeah,
success
crazy.
there. And as I say, he's about to have this move to Liverpool potentially as well. You played 29 matches together in 2019-20, the year you won the treble, of course, at Celtic, a very successful year. Clearly got some fond memories playing with him, obviously in the changing room, as mentioned, training. You obviously centre back. He's a right back, essentially, at the time, although very attacking. In
Mm.
terms of your role, in terms of playing alongside him, what was it like? Because his first thought is to get forwards and to be an option in attack. Did it make life harder for you having to defend a little bit more, or did you just let him do his thing?
Definitely not. Definitely not, because his wing was his was his. A lot of people were saying like, his pass is really focused only on the offense and stuff like that. But the thing is like, he's just so focused on and his speed just make him like so good in everything that he does, because even if sometimes he can see sometimes even if he sees something like a little bit late, but his speed, like his reaction is going to make him like correct so much stuff, you know. And I remember like the beginning of the season was like kind of like playing at the back four. But after when you arrive, this is the thing, like now we're talking about it. I think, and I remember we kind of like change our side of playing and we play five in the back because we saw how powerful he was on the side. The side, the right side, when he was he was kind of like taking on the right side, and afterwards kind of like playing on the three wheel on the back. He was just something else. Seriously, his ability, you know, like I said again, I can speak a lot about his abilities, but what he brings us on the field was only positive vibes. You know, I can't remember like when he came on the field that we had like some struggle defensively or some stuff like that. And of course, you know, when we are in Celtic, we have a lot of possession and some stuff like that. So for the left side of the opponent was really really tough for them. And I can imagine if this move happened for him, I will be really happy for him because again, I think he's gonna be close to a situation like he was in Celtic, and he's gonna be part of something pretty.
That's it, isn't it? You said it there. Like Celtic dominate a lot of games in the Scottish Premiership, a lot of possession, a lot of territory. Liverpool, Premier League champions, do the same. So Frimpong and Mohamed Salah, maybe a little bit Dom Szoboszlai, Gravenberch's a brilliant player. Like that's a frightening proposition. Of course, he's going to be alongside potentially Ibu Konate, who's a very, very, very solid centre back as well. And I wanted to ask you, Christopher. I had a quick look earlier on today, and obviously I mentioned the games you played together. He assisted you once against Motherwell, and your finish for a centre back is unbelievable. I can tell by your face you remember it. What a goal, and the assist from Jeremie as well.
Yeah, no, I remember that one. That was something else. You know, I've been part of some good goals, you know, in Celtic, but I remember that one. That was like you said, like a really good finish, and I'm really proud of it. And you know, like seriously, we've been using him like in the team like so many areas, like defensively, offensively, but offensively, seriously, the thing that he was bringing to us, the assist, the goal, sometimes that was something else. And if I remember, seriously, there is a lot of situation he could have a lot more. Some goals, sometimes he was like so much like because of his speed, like sometimes it was like in a in a two box, like so fast, and in the box of the opponent was just. I thought he really could have like a lot more better start in Celtic for sure.
Interesting, yeah. Well, hopefully he'll put them numbers up at Liverpool instead. He was saving them
Yeah.
all when he gets to Anfield, mate, hopefully. You've said a couple of times about some of his key attributes, obviously his pace, his quality on the ball, his attacking threat. You obviously will have faced him in training quite a little bit, I imagine, as well. Tell us a little bit more about what that was like and what he possesses.
That's not a good thing to talk about it with me because seriously, sometimes most of the time, like I was just telling him like just go inside or it's good for me, you know. But if he was going on the side, that was too difficult for me. His pace, I said again, you know, it was just the difference he was making. And the thing I really like, you know, is that sometimes on some moments he knew that he was just so fast. He knew how fast he is. So sometimes he was just not doing a lot of dribble, just so like simple dribble on inside, outside, push something, and it was just so efficient. And that's the thing. Like now, when I see back my career and stuff like that, so much player that I play with, sometimes when they know they fast, they want to dribble and some stuff like that. So sometimes he makes the game a little bit slower and stuff like that. But he knew his strength, and he was doing just some stuff like so simple, inside, outside, cross. And for us, like for the team, was just so simple. And I think for the striker, I was not at the time, but I received some of his assists. But for the striker that we had, like they was really happy about, how he was bringing the game to them. Like he was really, really good.
Absolutely. I mean, you've played obviously a lot in France. You've been over to Germany as well. Obviously, your time in the Scottish Premiership. You will have played against and with some top quality footballers. In terms of Jeremie Frimpong, where does he rank? I mean, we've seen what he's done at Bayer Leverkusen. Obviously, he's a Dutch international now as well, about to
Mm.
make this step to Liverpool. Like, how highly do you rate Jeremy in terms of the players you've played with and against?
The right back is the best one.
Okay.
100%. 100% is the best right back that I play with. And his story, how he came and now he's in this position, it makes it even better. He makes it even better. The fact that how you said it at the beginning, that he came really, really late in this transfer window. That was something like, I think he was playing with the Manchester City second team. We had the training up there on our training facilities, and he had a game with Manchester City against Celtic, the B team, on the field down. So after our training, we went there, watched the game, and he really impressed from his qualities, some stuff like that. And the only thing that we in locker room was like 2 days after, he signed with us, and we was like, wait, that was right back who was playing with Manchester City and stuff like that. And after, like I said again, after when he came in, during the international break, everything that I just said happens. I think his story is just like something like it's admirable. It's stories like that you can talk about it, like for other football players, for young players. Like you can say, like sometimes it's just really close. Just be perfect. Perform when you can perform. When you're on the field, just perform. You don't even know like what can happen next and stuff like that. And you can see like his day. I don't know, like if this day, for example, he didn't show up or some stuff like that, you didn't know like what his story was about, and he makes it even better, But come back to your question, no hesitation. That was the best right back that I played with from far.
Love that. Absolutely love that. And you're right about the story and like how the fine margins are in football. You just never know. And look where he is now, about to make a move to Liverpool. Just finally, Christopher, before I let you go, I assume you're tipping him to be a success if indeed this move does get completed. You know him as a person, you know him as a footballer. And I can only imagine from what you've said, he won't be scared. He won't hesitate. He will be bang up for this fresh challenge, coming to the Premier League, coming to the Premier League champions, and embracing being a Liverpool player.
Definitely. And I think that, of course, I play with him in Celtic, but I really think like, of course, in Leverkusen was something huge. If he played like some top stuff, he been champions, with Leverkusen stuff like that. But I think what he lived when he was in Celtic, everything that he's been through and stuff like that, make him better player. Now Leverkusen, a better one, but now what he's gonna have, I think he's gonna be ready for it. I think the success of him in Celtic, and of course all the fans and some stuff like that, what he live after what he's been through, in Leverkusen, everything that I think is his way to now what he is, I think it's made him ready for it. And I would be surprised or shocked if he arrived on field, he would be shaking, but I'm sure he will not, because he's been ready for it. He's been ready for it, and I think if it happens, I hope for him that it's gonna happen, because it would be I think a great move for him, but for Liverpool too, because I think at this position now that Trent is left, I think his position can be something else for him and for the club. That would be really good.
Absolutely, would be really good, and it sounds really good. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
I think
I am for him too.
love it, absolutely love it. Christopher, thank you so much for your time. Massively appreciated.
No, you're welcome.
Top man. Everybody else, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Take care. I'll see you soon.